Good morning, everyone. This is Michael Miller Cleaning, and we are the Grime Fighters. Can you see this? It's frozen solid. Yeah, so this is the joy that you get from winter cleaning. We're going to be doing a strip and wax today. It's freezing. This weather's for the birds. But you do what you gotta do. So I'm going to show you some of the stuff that we do in preparation for cold weather, stripping and waxing. It's basically the same, but everything takes twice as long when it's this cold out. And I don't know why everyone wants their stuff done in the dead of winter. But why is that? It's always in December and January are our busiest times for strip and wax, and it's frustrating because it's hard on our machines. Everything wants to freeze, and like I said, everything takes twice as long. So let me show you a few of the things that we do to help prepare ourselves for the cold weather work that we do. First and foremost, we bring some water with us. I'm bringing 10 gallons this time. It'll probably take me about 15 gallons to actually do the work, but doing it this way, we've had some situations come up where the lines broke somewhere and they didn't have water, or they had their water shut off, and it can turn into a nightmare if you don't have some water with you. We've got our chemicals here. That's the wax there. We got our stripper here in both of these. And we keep this stuff in our house or in a storage area in the house so that it doesn't freeze. Because what will happen is, especially with the wax, if it freezes, it's in really cold temperatures like that, it ruins it. The water ends up separating from the wax, and then you'll find if you ever use wax that has been frozen before, you'll know, because once you lay it down, it's real streaky and it's not shiny, and you know that you've got bad wax. And nothing sucks more than that when you put down some bad wax and then you know you're going to have to strip it all up. So we try to prevent that by keeping it all in the house where the temperature is a lot warmer. Let me show you something else here too. I have got a plug back here on the trailer, and then let me show you the setup we got. It's actually connected to the outside right here. You can see it down there. Yeah, there it is right there. So what this does, it allows us to be able to plug in a space heater into the trailer, and then that way we can just keep a simple space heater in there and keep it somewhat warm, because we keep a lot of our chemicals in here, and it would be a nightmare to have to keep bringing all these chemicals in to the house when it's going to be freezing and then bring them back again. That would take forever and it'd be a waste of time. So that's generally what we do. Also, I posted about this the other day on Facebook. This machine in particular, our 175, it doesn't like the cold. I think all of them are like this, whether you have a Tops machine, a Vibe, or any of them. They just do not like the cold. When they get really cold, the grease inside the actual motor down here will start to get really thick and will freeze up at times. This actually happened to us the other day, yesterday actually, and the machine was just not running right. It kept blowing its fuse. We couldn't figure out what was wrong, and come to find out it was because it was too cold. So we had to lay the machine on its side, run it for a while, and let it warm up. Just another joy of doing this kind of work in the winter. So we're going to take you along with us, and this is a pretty basic strip and wax. It's a minimum square foot, meaning it's under 1,000 square feet. So we get to charge our minimum. Those are always good jobs. We get more per square foot basically because we get to charge our minimum price. And this is a long-time client, and they just put some new tile in to replace some, and they want it all to match. So we're going to strip it all and just start from ground zero with the floors. So it's going to look really good when we're done. Alright, I'm not sure if I've ever shown you guys the full rig. We got our trailer, got the truck, which has absolutely no problem pulling this trailer. It's a pretty small trailer. It's probably overkill on the truck, but it was just too pretty to turn it down. Alright, so why don't you ride along with us, and we're going to knock this job out. Let's hope the force is with us today. Let's get a little high five. There we go. He'll be giving us our motivation that we need to get our work done. Alright, we've made it. Let's go check it out and see what we got. Alright. So it looks like they've moved all the big stuff, which is good. This is the new tile that they put in. as you can see the difference. You know, when it comes from the factory, it does have some sort of like a finish on it, but that is only to keep the tiles from sticking. So you still got to strip that off. But you can see the difference between the stuff we did last time and then the new stuff here. It runs to right here. So it's not a big space that we're doing. We got this main area. And then, unfortunately, the bathrooms are ceramic. Don't have to do those. Bathrooms are the worst. And then we got this that we're doing. It's like a rolled vinyl flooring. So there's finish on this. So we're going to get everything pulled out of here. These floors are rough, so they're going to look better once we strip them. Alright, let me show you how we mix our stripper up. We're going to use, it's a 1:5 ratio, so we're going to put 1 gallon of stripper in to 5 gallons of water. You ready for us to mix it up? Yep. Is it frozen in there? We'll get it thawed out. Okay, so I usually just put it in the bucket, so if I splash, it doesn't really matter.
Oh, it's splashed.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, what is happening? Why is this?
Alright. Almost enough out of that one, so we'll probably get a little bit more in a second. Pour that in.
I'm glad that didn't get all over.
I'm glad it didn't get on you either. At least this is just water.
Yeah, I know. It got on me kind of.
Alright, we'll probably put a little stripper in there, but we're good to go.
I can't see. Trying to get all the guys who trying to get the monster and trying to kill all the monsters. And the humans who trying to kill them. But you're killing humans. What do I do this? You missed the fight. You just wait. I know. I'm going to go.
Okay, we've got two different edgers that we use here. We use what I call the doodle bug, which is this thing right here. And it's just got a stripper pad on the bottom of it. So we go along the edges with this and just rub along the edge. And it works really good because it's the same kind of pad that we have on our machine. But then we also have this here. And you can see how it's angled there. It's got a point. This is called a grout demon. It's made for grout, but you know, it works great for little edges like right there. It just goes right along there and can get stuff that even the doodle bug can't get. So I've already done all the edging. And this is all done. We're getting ready to use the machine. I got some more water going here, filling this bucket up. We got to put it in our 175. And then she's just sweeping out here. And Landry is supervising.
He's helping.
He's helping, yes. Okay, so we got another section of the floor done out front here. It's gonna look really good once we get this scrubbed. Especially, you see that stuff there. Yeah, it's really bad. That should all come up really, so. Just giving it a moment, dwell time. And then we'll start on the next section. And boom, there you go. Let's check out how this turned out.
Hey, I'm going to get you, you dirty.
Looks good, especially compared to what it was. Scrubbed it out really nice. Alright, so this is just clean water mop. We'll lay the finish here in a minute. Alright, let's start laying more stripper.
You're not doing anything.
Put your back into it, boy. You're doing great.
Yay.
You're gonna earn that Chick-fil-A.
Didn't give me.
See the difference in that floor? Oh my goodness. You can see the clean line and the dirty line. Wow. Coming along. So, a quick tip when you're done with your stripping and waxing, take a towel, put it on your cord when you go to wind it up, and just run it through as you go. Otherwise, you end up getting stripper all over your cord, which I already have some on this cord, and it starts looking terrible after a couple of times. So just keep that towel on there, and just run it as you go. It'll keep the cord looking halfway decent, and it'll save you from getting a whole bunch of stripper all over everything. Just another little tip, something that I've learned over the years. It helps keep your equipment looking halfway decent. Waiting for the floors to dry, so this is normally the best time to start putting our equipment away. Let me show you how the floors look. So this is the floors without any finish on them. We got the fan going. And yeah, they're looking nice and chalky, exactly what we want. Once they're basically dry, let me adjust this, turn this just a little bit. There we go. While we're waiting, let's get our equipment put away into our trailer. Make sure to line your mop bucket that you're going to put wax in with a nice trash can liner. Do the nice thick ones because otherwise the other ones always leak. You put a good one in there and it just prevents any hair or anything else from getting on your wax and basically ruining the finish if you spread all that wax. And then make sure you've got a brand new finish mop, one that just came right out of the package. When you're done with it, you're going to throw it away. You can't reuse it. One other thing, if you're going to put a fan on the floor to try and dry the stripper a little faster, have it set up like this, where it's on a bucket. Because the problem is if you have it directly down on the ground. Picture you got that air blowing right against that wax. What'll happen is it'll cause ripples in the finish and it'll dry too quickly. So set it up a little higher and then you'll have air flowing over the top of that wax, but you don't want to dry it too fast. So make sure you have it set up on top of something. What do you think? Yeah, don't got much to say. Time goes a little slow when you're just waiting. Now we're just waiting. Coat number 2. Alright, so how do you know when it's ready to walk on and put the next coat of wax? That's how you know. Touch it. And then if it doesn't feel tacky, you're good to go. Especially considering this is the last thing that I waxed. So stands to reason that the rest of it's ready. I've been wrong before. There are sometimes some strange ventilation issues, but we should be good. Last coat, here we go. And there you go. You remember what this floor looked like a minute ago? Pretty bad, right? Looks like a brand new floor. One of the biggest challenges is blending old tile with new tile, but can you see where the new tile is? Nope. All looks the same, doesn't it? That's thanks to that machine with the weights on it. Helps to really scrub down deep. Made it all even out nice. And there you go. 3 coats. It's done. Alright guys, well, that's it. We're done. So, I'm going to get the truck unhooked from the trailer, and thank you all for coming along with me and sticking around to see the final results. We'll do another job, maybe a strip and wax or some carpet cleaning. We've got one coming up Monday where we're doing some carpet and some house cleaning, so maybe we'll film that as well. As we mentioned before, like and subscribe the video. If you haven't subscribed yet, we encourage you to do so you can keep up with all of our crazy adventures. This has been Michael Miller Cleaning. Have a great day. Bye-bye.